Hello, hello, good evening. It is Nemi Batstone here with Nemi's Crafty Cafe. It is another Wednesday. I believe it's the last Wednesday of the month. And it's Halloween tomorrow. Wow, is that ever approaching super fast. So I'm here with you from my studio in Cooks Creek, Manitoba, 20 minutes northeast of Winnipeg. And we are here for our week number 2 of our Christmas series countdown. So each week I've been over the next 5 weeks now, including today, I'll be providing a weekly online class that features some of our Christmas products and quick and easy cards you can make for the holiday season to help you prepare and get ready for it. And then not only that, if you place a minimum order of $45, then you will get my kit for free. And if you place $60 or more, then you'll also get a sparkly embellishment pack with it. So I've got kits ready to go. I fell behind last week due to unexpected events on the weekend. And so I have an extra bonus for those of you that ordered last week because I could not get your packages ready by yesterday, which is Tuesday. And I usually try and get them done and out the door by Saturday. And I just could not this weekend due to personal commitments. So anyway, I wanted to say that anybody that did order last week, I'm still kidding. And there is going to be an extra kit in there for you as well. Okay, so let's get crafty. Oh, I just realized I forgot to hang up my post. So while I'm doing that, I just wanted to remind everybody that this week we are doing Snowy Wonder. And Snowy Wonder is my feature stamp set for Stamp-A-Stack, which is on November 16th. I still have room for 2 people in person, but if you'd like to also just create on your own time and you have all the stuff. Oh, sorry, my stand is just not working anymore. You can just pick up the tutorial or grab a kit to go and then create at your own time. Okay, hopefully that works. Let's see. My apologies. I don't know. It's been happy lately. Okay, let's see here. I think we're okay. So I'm just going to double check here and make sure we are live and good. Because I don't know, seems to be, oh, there we go. We are, I just gotta find it, and then we're good to go. There we go. Oops, wrong button. Okay, so if you are watching, don't forget to say hello, or if you're catching the replay, mention it. This is also recorded and posted on my YouTube channel. Okay, so today we are still talking Snowy Wonder. So on Monday, Monday was Make It Monday, and I didn't prepare and do the draw. So that is my bad, and I will make sure I do that. And I want to share again some of the cute little designs and swaps that I got from others. And this was them. And these 2 are mine, by the way. And then I have a nice fun one. It's really contrasting, but I had some scraps and I put this together, so I'll be sharing this one in my in my newsletter tomorrow. So make sure you're part of, or sorry, on the newsletter on Friday. So make sure you're part of that. And like I said, we have a Stamp-A-Stack coming up. So you're going to get everything you need to create this, minus the designer series paper. So we have 18 cards that we're going to be putting together, as well as 4 additional tags that we're also going to create, and you'll get the supplies for, and then as well as a treat bag. So you do require to make sure you have the Snowy Wonder bundle with you. Mine's a mess right now. And you have to also make sure that you have the coordinating designer series paper. And then the rest I will take care of for you. Okay, so as long as, and if you have neither one, then make sure when you register, you add it to your order, and then I will have it there for you. And also, if you do want it and um, you can't attend, then obviously you can also do that as well. So just message me and I will hook you up. Okay, so our three cards today, and I'm hoping I have time to whip up and show you a cool face, easy scrapbook page too, but we'll see how much time we got. Starts off with a really simple card, and I don't know what happened, but I ended up showing off the DSP this time around, whereas the last few times I've been showing off the stamp set. So this time we are going to play around more with the DSP. Oh yeah, here's another one that I created, and it's actually this one was fun. So this one here says welcome, because I wanted to do a house like somebody that just recently moved, and then you open it up and it says my door is always open for you. So this is a gatefold or a door, barn door, or I guess it's more like a gatefold. Or I don't know what you call it. I think I forget who I learned how to make this from. So I might share. I think this was the one I was going to share this Friday for Fun Friday. But that was the one I created, and then I also have the other one for Fun Friday. But where is my Mondays card? So Monday's card is here somewhere, and that's the one that we're going to do for the draw. So I can't seem to find it, so we're gonna have to skip it, and I'm gonna have to do what I do best, which is just post it. So I'm gonna have to do that later because Mondays was global design project, and well, I'm a mess again. Okay, so our first card is super simple, and it's already cut and prepped in your kit, including your ribbon. So, but I'm just gonna use off the roll, so I don't have to worry. And then I lost one of my dies, so I'm gonna have to fussy cut that, but I want to show you how I fussy cutted that. And then I used garden green ink here. So I had my inks ready, and then I decided to clean up. So let's grab garden green. So now we have garden green. Oh, this is from Monday's class, so we'll move him out of the way as well. Okay, so I thought we would start really simple, and this is super simple. So you have thick basic white, of course. I'm just gonna move my sample out of the way, and then all your pieces. And real simply, we are just going to glue these together first. Very little stamping. I did pre-stamp so to try and save us some time. Now I'm going to make sure this is the right size because I know my first kit did not have the right size. Okay, and then we'll go. So this is the same paper now. I think I ended up going with all DSP designs because I had so much scrap sitting around that I was like, I need to use this up. So that's what I ended up doing. Okay, so we're just going to line that up. Oh, see, it feels like it's a quarter or eighth inch longer, but maybe not. And then this, so see, they're the exact same piece. And then these were all leftovers from all the cards I was creating and projects that made. And then I was like, oh man, do I ever have a lot of scrap? My pouch, like I use these Totally Tiffany organizers, and they were just busting at the seams. So I'm like, I can't add any more in here. So I was like, hey, I'll just make cards with some scrap pieces. So if you have lots of scrap, this is a great project for you. Okay, so now we're just going to stamp our sentiments. And I apologize. Whew. It's been a long week. A very, very crazy long week. My mom just got home this week, and so we're making sure she's comfortable at home and that, palliative care is coming every day. She had to get oxygen today, so just as I got there after work, um, the palliative nurse was there to show how everything works. It's kind of cool. So the machine and everything, um, and it's kind of quiet, which is really nice, like back in the day apparently. So it's kind of neat. So anyway, I had to make sure she was all set up, and then check and see. Oh yeah, just lots of stuff. Anyway, all good, all good. And then of course I'm cleaning. Yeah. So if anybody needs a sewing machine or meat grinder, walker, what else do I have that I picked up today? Oh, a new iron. I'm like, hi, why do you have two irons? I'm like, who does that much ironing anymore? Anyway, there you go. Oh, I got a little bit of a smudge there. So I'll show you how I fix that. Usually I use blends. So I'm going to grab my garden green blend. I find that when I use the markers, um, it sometimes stands out. However, I don't see. Maybe I don't have what? I don't have garden green blends. How is that possible? Or maybe there is no garden green blends. Let me double check. Let me see what I got here too. There we go. Well, I do have a garden green pen or right marker. So let's see how that works. But usually I don't. When I have to touch these up, I do find that the blends seem to blend better. Anyway, I made just a little boo-boo there. And you can see here too, on the O, I missed a little spot. I'll just, I'm not too sure if you can see the little chippity chip dip there on the O. So I'm just gonna clean that up rather than try and stamp it again. So these are my little tips and tricks. Of course, I'm blind as a bat, so I need I need glasses to see far. Okay, just dabbing it. So okay, so that'll clean that up. When it dries, it'll work better. Okay, so that's done. And do I have anything else? No. Okay, so while that dries, we're also I did pre-stamp and die cut this. Now this one I was gonna die cut, but I for some reason can't find the die. So now I'm panicking because it's either under my dresser or I'm somewhere on my table and I could not find it anywhere in my embossing station. But what I like to do when they're this small or anything, when I know, especially when I have a die and I can't seem to find it, I usually just take a pencil or anything really that doesn't have a die. I just trace around it. So I kind of see that's too close. So then I will trace around and make sure I have equal distancing. I've spent the whole day today. I apologize. It was a busy day today at work and I spent a lot of time talking and yelling and screaming on the production floor. It wasn't like mean yelling or anything, but when you have machinery going like crazy, sometimes you have to just yell really loud. So we have to fussy cut that. So let's just get that out of the way. So now I have that, and now all I have to do is, again, just follow my pencil marks and move my paper, not my scissors. And then any pencil marks that still remain, which is why I do it in pencil, just gets erased. And then here we have that tight little curl that I want to put in there, which with precision paper snips works fantastic. Oh my, just give me a second here. This is why I have a big glass of water beside me. Ooh, my voice sounds raspy. Okay, much better for now. This was a simple, easy project. So if you're a beginner, this is a great way to show off your designer series paper and really the designer series paper in any of our product suites pretty much sells itself. And what I really love is the fact that you know exactly what colors to use to coordinate with. Okay, so we're gonna clean that up, get that going. There we go. And we have those two pieces. Oakley dokley, Smoky. And then for this, we're just going to wrap that around twice. So usually, you know how frugal I am. So usually I will just cut it off. But because we have to adjust and move it around, I think I gave you 18 inches in your pack. So plenty there to be had. And we'll just slide that and do that. Hello. Hello, Ribbon. Okay, my twine's not cooperating with me here. There. And then we'll just tie a bow. I feel like that's not enough. And it's not. So let's pull that through. Or not. Okay, I'm going to do it the easier way. I don't know why. So let's just be smart now. And I just put my scissors in the wrong spot. Okay, so I'll be looking for those shortly, and then I'll be like, "Where's my scissors?" Okay, let's do a quick dry fit so I know where to put this. So this is going here. Oh, I made that slightly smaller. Okay, note to self. And then this one is going here. And so we want to be roughly here. Just marking it with a pencil so I know where to go. And let's hope, yep, perfect. So let's get that off. And I just realized I'm short, but that's okay. No one's going to know because it's not like somebody's getting 20 of these. They're just going to random different people. Okay, so just fold that little bit over top, angle it a bit, run it there. I'm going to cut it with my ribbon scissors so I don't waste all that extra ribbon. Then I'm going to do it again, crisscross applesauce, and then just remove that pencil mark. Oopsies. There we go. There we go. And then the other side. And then we're going to line this up. Just going to cover it just to make sure. And then that also gives us extra stickiness. And then I got extra tape there that I can use. And then I'm just going to come in on the inside and tie a bow. Yeah. Because I just couldn't seem to get it right the other way. This is the way I normally do it anyway. So it's probably hinting to me and saying, "What are you trying to do, fingers? That's not how we normally roll." Okay. And tie my bow. I always just like to leave my ribbon or twine on the bow onto the spool because then I'm frugal, so then I can just not waste what I don't want. Now, I like my tails long, so I keep them long. Oh, I was going to put that in my holder. Cut that off. There we go. Okay. So then we're just going to glue this down. You can glue it wherever you want. I was doing it about, you know, a third, like just leaving about an inch on the bottom. And then we can add our glue. There we go. And then we're going to take off those. We're not going to waste those strips. We're going to use them to our advantage. So I'm just going to rip them off. Like so. And then flippity doo dah. And then lay that down. And we're good. How we're doing? Pretty straight, I'd say. Okay. And then now this one goes here. Now this one goes all the way top to bottom. So you can see here, technically I should be edge to edge, but for some reason I cut this one short. So I'm going to check the kits to make sure I didn't cut them short, and then I will replace them. So that's my bad. And then this is going to go here like so. And then I pretty much lined this up to the red, to the designer series paper. And I'm just going to slide this over a bit just to give it a little bit more of a tail. And I just wanted to cut that off because I felt it was just like, it's not necessary and too much. So we'll just mark with our pencil where we're going to cut it. And I'm going to cut it right about there. So, you know, on that dot. And I'm just going to grab my mini because it's just easier. I wish Stampin' Up! Would bring these back. These cute ones. They would make great gifts, I think. Okay, there we go. See? So much easier than pulling out your paper. Okay, and then this just gets put on there with some dimensionals, aka Pop Tarts. Me, my little team or community loves to call them Pop Tarts. We got everybody hooked on Pop Tarts. So, yeah, it's a little story. So when you join Stampin' Up! And buy the starter kit, which, by the way, expires tomorrow night. So tomorrow is your last chance to take advantage of the amazing discount and receive $206 extra dollars in product. And let's face it, us Winnipeggers are frugal. So if you like receiving discounts and not paying full price for your creative, crafty habits, then you should be signing up because we get 20% off every single time. And then once you reach a certain point, then you get an extra 5% off. So that is awesome. Okay, so there we go. And that just gets put there. So we're going to add, I'm going to add dimensionals on the back here to hold that in place. And then we can just put glue there. So I'm going to grab a couple minis. Now, you don't have to. It'll probably just hold on top anyway, but I just like to be safe. So I'm going to put one here right on that banner and another one over here. And we're going to pop those off like so. And, okay, maybe I will use glue. I was going to use my mini glue dots, but this works too. So just add some adhesive here, just in the middle, because this goes a long way, trust me. Our liquid glue is like phenomenal. Okay, so I'm gonna lift that end up first. Make sure I'm lined up on this side, and then I can put this down. There. Okay, so I felt like it didn't need dimensionals, so or sorry, embellishments. So instead, I decided to put, you know, the what do you call this? What is it called? Oh my, can't even speak. Where are my mini glue dots? While I'm thinking, or if you know what it is, please write it in the comments. I can't think of it now. What is the word? Oy, oy, oy. Mistletoe? No. What is this stuff, right? Anyway, you know what I mean. So I'm a little tight on the side, so I'm going to point that one up there. And then I'm going to add more minis to the back. But there's so many fun dies in here, so that's what I really loved about using this to show off all this. So you don't have to do a snowman, you don't have to do a penguin, you don't have to do a tree, you can just keep it simple. And then this you can move up and down however you like. But I just wanted mine running straight up and down. And there you go. So that is card number one. Ta-da! So you see I did go wider. So Real simple design, easy for you to use over and over again. It seems like cut the opposites. And you can do this with any scrap you have from any collection. Okay, now number two takes a little bit of work, so I thought we would do that one next. But it's so, so fun. So I have included in your kit a strip already, but I wanted to show you how I made it so then you can do so yourself with your own products. Okay, because some patterns on your designer series paper do make it a little fun. Now, I thought I had it out already, but I guess I don't. See all my scraps? Like, that's a lot of scrap sitting in there. And so I was like, oh, where did I put my sheet? I had one out already. Okay, because we're definitely not starting with a new one. Okay. So I'm going to stick this. I'm going to stick this back in here so I don't lose it. There's a nice, big, beautiful piece. Okay, and I'll move the rest for now. Okay, so this gorgeous paper comes with all these little minis, and they're so darn cute. And I thought that would make a great strip. And actually, I cased this from, I think, Megan Levin. So she gave me the idea for this. And I was like, because I was like, I didn't want to cut every single one of these out, but they are cute enough to want to cut every single one of them out. Okay, so all I did was cut a row so that I could get my row. So let's do that. So I'm just going to take the next row that's on here and line that up in my paper trimmer, like so. So just using, the strip here in between. Now you might hit the top of the snow globes, so I want to make sure I'm not cutting those off too much. And I also don't want to cut off too much of the bottom of the next row either. So it's a little finicky. And I'm just going to use my score tool as a guide to see where my knife will go and make sure that I'm not losing too much off the bottom and off the top. Okay, so there's my strip. How cute is that? It's so cute. Okay, so standard card's 5.5. So all I do is line it up here and go, okay, which one's going to give me the best? So if I cut here, I'm going to cut off part of Snowman's arm. So then I'm like, okay, well, what if I move one globe over? Well, that's not too bad because 5.5 is about right there on the line. And then I cut a little bit of that house off. So let's see. Yeah, I'm almost cutting through that house. And then I'm like, okay, I could go here. That's not too bad because Mr. Snowman is almost all of it. If I slide this over a little bit, this actually isn't too bad. So I might take this one because it looks to be the best. Now I'm going to slide over one more. What happens if I go to the end? Well, 5.5 is here, and that's not too bad either. Or, oh, I'd be cutting off that one. Okay, so let's try again. So I think we said somewhere around here, and then 5.5 would be right. Oh, I'm cutting that guy off. I think I was one more over, wasn't I? I think I was. I think I was. And oh, I got a slight more. 5.5 is there. Ooh, tight, tight, tight. Two houses, a snowman, and a tree. I don't think I like that one either. And this one, too much. So see, you just play around with it until you kind of get to where you want. And then if it's not what you want, you could always get another row. Okay, I'm going to guess about there. So I'm gonna cut my first one. Okay, done. Can't go back now. And 5.5. Okay, I'll cut off a quarter. Is a half inch too much? Okay, I'll cut off a quarter off the other side. So it's like a little dream. There you go. So there's my strip. I think that's right. Let's hope it's right. Otherwise, we went through all that for nothing. Okay, we're good. Excellent. So here's my kit. Obviously, you won't get that one. You'll get this one. Okay. So I think I cut different strips for everybody anyway. So then again, I have more scrap and more scrap and there. So on this one, we are going to heat emboss. So I'm going to burnish my card base because I don't burnish them when I ship them. And that's ready. And so we're going to do some heat embossing on this guy. And that's the only stamping. So let's grab our tools. And I believe on this one I use Let It Snow. So I'm going to remove all the oil and anything that could stick there other than Versamark. And we'll grab our Versamark. And I think I had, yeah, there it is. Like I knew I had it prepped. Now I'm going to make sure it's extra sticky. So I like to do a few taps. Now usually I also use my Stamparatus because I like to stamp twice, but I just don't have the time. I'm being lazy. Okay, so we're going to press that down, make sure every letter is on that piece of cardstock and nice and wet. There we go. Yeah, toss it in here, give it a good shake, and find my tweezers. Where are you, tweezers? Oh, it's my paintbrush. And we're going to pick that up and hope that we got everything. Tap, tap. So anything that's not sticky should come off nicely. There we go. Hey, that turned out really good. Okay, so I'm just going to grab one end. And so I don't burn my fingers while I'm heating it up. So my heat tool is just around the corner here. Oops, forgot to put my spoon back. So just give me a second while I go heat this up. Okay. My heat tool doesn't reach. Plus it's really loud. So we'll just heat up that powder. And the powder, when it gets wet, is gonna melt and put a nice shine on them. Now, if you don't have a heat tool, that's something you could also add. You should start putting your Christmas wish list together and then give that list to any family members or your spouse so that they could put some amazing gifts into your stocking as well as your Christmas gift. I know, we really shouldn't be talking about that, but I can't help it. It's around the corner and I'm like, how much money have I put aside for Christmas gifts? Right? Okay, so let's just make sure this fits. And it does. So I just threw in, again, these are, believe it or not, these are scraps. So they're great for anything. And this time around, we're using it for the back. So I'm going to grab my silicone mat here. It's full and dry, but we'll just flip it over. Got to clean that up. And, okay. I'm like, is that the right piece? Because I'm supposed to use, yeah, but we're good. Okay. Freaking out there a bit. So we're going to add it to the back. Instead of cutting a full strip, we're just going to add this small strip to the back. Now I can flip it over and adjust so that I just have a little bit showing. I mean, just eyeball it. It doesn't have to be You mean if you need to use a ruler, by all means go ahead, but it's just a little bit of showing. And then we're going to do the other side. So again, these are just scrap pieces. I have a bin full of scrap, and it's super handy and great for when you just need those little things. Like even that little tag. Why waste a big sheet of paper? So, cardstock, which is, you know, precious. Okay, there we go. So we have that. And then we're just going to wrap it with some thread, which I just threw on the floor, I see. And this time I did it 3 times. Okay, so I have tons of white left over. So we're going to, once again, do my little trickety-doo-dah, which is grab my tear tape. There's the end. And where is my friend? Okay, so I want to put it here. Now this is tear tape, but as most of you know, I don't like to tear because I don't get a nice, nobody sees it, but when you're trying to lift the corners up and they're totally ripped, sometimes they're hard to get at. And so I like mine clean cut. Okay, sometimes people think that's crazy. Now we're just going to add some ribbon down here. Okay, again. Oh, there it is. Actually, it's twine. It's not ribbon. There. I mean, tomato, tomato. And there, I guess. Doesn't matter. And one more. There. There we go. And we're going to tie a bow as well. So I'm just going to tear a piece. Oh, look, I teared. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to tear another piece. And put that there. And we are set. So we're going to pop those with dimensionals anyway. So then I gave you a 1-inch strip. Now it's probably not to length. So that's okay. Just trim it. So we're going to go right there. Oh, look at those cute little snow globes on the back. I'm sure you've seen some shaker cards because it's so easy to do that with when you have 2 globes as your dies. There's been so many. So I thought I'm going to keep it to designer series paper because there are so many demonstrators who are doing the snow globe thing. And like, it's just, I just want to show you something different. Okay, I'm pulling that because, liquid glue you can, and I'm trying to get it to line up. Perfect. Excellent. And then you're just going to take your glue scissors and trim that. Sounds like there's a tornado in my house, but there isn't. Now, that's just, I don't want to waste that. So I know I don't need that much. So I'm going to be frugal and trim it. Oh, it's actually not that bad. So maybe I could have used it all, but we'll see. Can I even see my pencil mark? Nope. So let's try that again. Can't even see it. Okay. Oh, well, look at that. It's practically there anyway. Oh, that's why I couldn't see it, because like right in the middle of the snowflake. Okay. So I'm going to flip it this way so I can get more. Oh, there. See, now I see the other one. Okay, so I'm going to cut it at 1 3/4. And then I still get an extra 1-inch strip I can play with. Holy, now that's stretching your designer series paper. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. Oh, hello, Shell. Thanks for popping in. So we're gonna run this through and run my swirly swirly and flippity do that. So these are all scraps, like I said, and don't waste them. They're good to have and make amazing cards. And there's so many fun folds you can do with this set. But I love it. Okay, so now we're good there. So you have a choice. You can glue this one completely down, which I think I'm just going to do. Or you can use dimensionals. So I am just going to glue it down because I'm going to pop up the sentiment anyway. And when you're mass producing and using scraps, it's like you kind of keep things a little more, I don't know, I keep things more simple. So I keep things more flat, especially when I know I'm mailing them, because I don't want to pay the extra fee, especially when they're going like all over the world. Then why pay the extra thickness? Okay, that's just me. See, frugal. This is why I live in Winnipeg or Manitoba, because we're frugal. Now we need a bow, so let me just grab some more here. And we'll stick a bow here on our triple twine wrap, fake twine wrap, because remember, we don't use and go all the way around. We want to save and use as much as we can for later. Okay, and then make our bow. Booty bow, bow, bow. Oops. Okay. There we go. And then this just sits right there. So there we have it. It's just a simple, quick and easy card, right? And so we're just going to use dimensionals for that. So I'm going to grab some over here and put some top, middle, and end. Okay, maybe a little too much. But hey, we do have 3 rows of thread to surpass. Now you could put it down lower, you could put it up higher, whatever you feel like. Whatever floats your boat. Mind you, I don't want to cover that up too much, so I'm going to go a little lower because I don't want to cover up all the pretty snow globes that are being showcased. And then we can just slide this over if we want. And I'm going to cut that one because it's a little too long. And there you go. So that was number 1 and that's number 2. So it actually worked out perfect. Yay! I like it. And I think I cased this one from Stampin' with Amy K. So that's who showed me how to make that one. Stampin' with Amy K. And then this last one in your kit, I also, oh no, this one was the Meg Levin one. So then the first one was my own? Yeah. Okay, so I showcased this one from Meg Levin. Thanks, Shell. I'm glad you think they're cute. So again, this is really about the paper and what you can do with it. And this is also why I said get your own pack of designer series paper for stamp camp because, you're going to need a lot of it. So, again, scraps. So in your kit, you should have everything you need. And I've already embossed it for you. Now, the only thing, oh, I forgot. Where's my snow globe? Why is my snow globe missing? My snow globe is missing. Okay, well, we'll just take from this row. So we're going to I'll take this one to match. So in your kit, I believe I made sure I grabbed anything that was pumpkin pie. So that is in your kit. And then, so here I'm just going to go around some more fussy cutting. but in a good way. And whoop de woo. And don't worry if your circle isn't perfect. Oh my goodness. It's not a big deal. And so I hope you are all ready for the or you're starting to prepare. I mean, okay, after tomorrow, after Halloween, we get to switch gears and really focus on Christmas. So hopefully you've had a bit of a head start. So there's our snow globe. Anyway, you can use any of them. And this one's easy peasy, and we're just going to use Let It Snow again. And we're going to use Pumpkin Pie, which I have sitting right here. That one I had available. Okay. Oh, look at that. My pumpkin pie is wrecking. Okay, so tap, tap, tap. I just had burst mark on that, so I'm not too concerned about cleaning it. And then put Let It Snow. Beauty. So this is a little bit of a contrast to traditional colors, which is why I love it. And now all it is assembly. So we got that, we got that. We've got our two pieces. These are extra, so you can make 3 more. And now we just glue this all down. So this one, I believe I used, yep, dimensionals. So we're gonna add that in there. Poppity pop pop. Now, my son just came home today with a form that says he's playing volleyball this weekend all day in a tournament, and it starts at 9 in the morning. Oh my gosh. I'm like, oh. And then my other son, my older one, he has training, soccer training at 8:45. So my husband and I looked at each other at dinner and went, oh, and then apparently my other one has practice on a Friday for volleyball. And I'm like, I can't keep up with all these schedule changes. I said to them at supper today. I'm like, you guys constantly have these activities and cancellations and changes. And I'm like, how am I supposed to craft and make money? Like, like me sharing all of this with you is a stress reliever, but it also helps pay for my crafty hobby. So if I'm constantly not able to craft, then I can't do those things. Can you all relate? Just give me an emoji if you can relate. Um, so yeah, so I have to spend the day in the gym. Oh, the fun stuff. Anyway, I'm not complaining, but I am commenting on the fact that it does ruin my craftiness. Because one day it's going to end, and then I'll have none of that, which is bonus. But at the same time, I know I'm going to miss it very, very much, right? That's always the case. It's like you complain and you're tired, and I call them my personal Uber. I always ask them, so where does your Uber driver need to take you today? Or tomorrow is usually what I say. Or this weekend. Okay, so then this is just going to come here right in the middle somewhere. And then so I did stamp all the way to the right because I need to make room for that snow globe that's just going to sit right there. So I pretty much just need one dimensional over here, and then the rest is literally glue. So we're just going to put liquid glue along that edge like that, just to hold it in place. And then this goes here. There. Now, how cute is that? When I saw her card, I'm like, I'm totally casing that. Because it's just too darn, and the colors, right? Now you're picking up that pumpkin pie that's in the designer series paper pack. I love it. It's just simple. And scraps. So like you can make so many with these because they're just scrap pieces. Okay, so I'm not the type who knows how to glue without getting a mess. So I like to use, just popping that because we're out of putty there. I like to use micro glue dots, which I had sitting here, right here. So Stampin' Up sells mini glue dots. And then you can go to your local craft store. Oh, some reason I got two stuck here together. I'm gonna dump that and get micros, way smaller. So we're gonna grab some of these snowflakes because, you know, it's just, they're so tiny. So I'm gonna use take your pick tool and stick one on there and push it down. So the micros are just small enough to go under without me having to get glue all over my fingers. And I'm gonna stick one, I don't know, um, sure. Well, let's start down here. I'm gonna put another one there. So let's grab a smaller one. I'm gonna stick that there. I don't know, my putty always likes to go flat. And because these are so thick, you won't get any of that mini glue dot um, stuck anywhere because it's got such height that if it's sticking out just a tad, no worries. Hakuna Matata. No worries. So, how many pieces of chocolate have you had before Halloween? So I remember, was it last year or the year before where we had a shortage of where everyone just ran out? I don't think that was an issue this year. I think this year everyone's like, it's so expensive. And I've been really disappointed because you open a little pack of M&M peanuts and there's like two inside the container. I'm like, since when did we have that only two inside a container? Okay, that one didn't work very well. So you're gonna have to do that again. So I'm hoping, because my son can't eat peanuts, he's allergic, just peanuts. And so I go through and I take all the peanut ones, and because we don't like to have it in the house, and they come to work with me. And then I just share them with everybody. But because if I ate them all, oh my gosh, I'd gain 20 pounds. Okay, oops, last one. Zero chocolate? Good for you. Oh my gosh, I couldn't do it. I've had a few, I'm going to admit it. And then they said on the radio this morning that the most expensive treat that has gone up in price and quantity, based on price and quantity, is Skittles. So I was like, okay, note to self, don't buy Skittles. Okay, so that's it. I think this is the only card I actually used bling like embellishments on. So those are your three cards. If you place a minimum order of $45. Um, so you'll get this. Now, because I'm kidding extra, because I was so busy last weekend with my, unexpected plans coming with my mother coming home. It was so fantastic. She's doing so amazing, guys. So amazing. She was actually cooking today, and she loves to cook. Like that's her hobby. I make cards and craft. She cooks. So we're super excited about that. So those are your three cards. I don't know why that looks crooked. And and then I will give last week's as well. And this Friday, if you're part of my newsletter, I'll probably share both of these this weekend. And this is that fun one that I wasn't too happy with the way I picked out my designer series paper on it. But I love, love, love this paper. So, and I turned it into a welcome rather than a Christmas card. So, and this one I just had scrap again and just turn it into a card. So I will post those on Friday for you. Okay, so that's that. And how much time do we have? 7:54. Oh, can I do it? Can I make a quick page with you? Oh, so fun. It's gonna push it. Let me tell you. So I really, really love this paper. And I thought, it would be fun to create with whatever you have left um, in here. Like, look at all those snowflakes. And I really wanted to use this big ass memories. And of course, No Much Fun is cute too. So I'm gonna grab a piece of white now. Where is my white? Um, white 12 by 12. There they are. So I'm gonna grab a piece of white 12 by 12. I only have time to do a single page, but that's okay. And we're also gonna grab, what do I have left in my pack? That's the other thing is, what is left? We can use part of this. So we'll use some of that. And, oh, look at, oh yes. I wanted to use a strip of this because it's so pretty. Um, it's a little busy, so we'll just use that on one side. And then, oh my, I have so many amazing pieces left in this kit. So let's bring in the pink. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's bring in the pink. Okay. I was gonna do the green again, but I think that's a little much. Okay. So I'm gonna cut these up so that we can actually save the rest for a second page that can coordinate with it. Okay, so I'm gonna cut my first piece down. I'm gonna look. Oh, I shouldn't have looked. So I'm gonna cut it at 5 inches. I shouldn't have looked on the back side. There we go. So this is gonna be, I'm gonna lift this up a bit because now we're doing the scrapbook page and it takes up lots of space. Last time I was, oh really? The last time you had chocolate was at my crop? Oh my, good for you. I am a total sweet fanatic. Total sweets. I love sweets. So this is page 1. This is page 2. So you could save this for a second page. And then for this 2, we're going to do, yeah, we're going to put this one in the middle to break up the colors. I might have to switch. Yeah, I might have to switch cardstock or DSP because I think I really love the orange, but I think it's going to be a little too much. So we're at 7, and then we're going to do 7 and then 3.5. So that's 10.5. Yeah, 10.5. 7 goes 3. I'm making sure I lined that up properly. Okay, so that's 7. So I'll show you what I'm trying to do in my head. What did I do with my white now? Oh, there it is. Okay, found it. So we've got a 7-inch strip with a 3-inch strip right here, and or 3.5, and now we've got 1.5 inches left. So I just want to make sure I'm right. I should be 1.5. Yep, 1.5. Then I was like, I don't think that's gonna go well. I changed my mind. Oh look, even better. I probably already have my 1.5. Awesome. Just about. And this actually is going to work out pretty good because that other one is pretty pink. So we're going to go like this. So then that's our strip for scrapbook layout. Well, we could use that for the second page. And then I'm going to bring in, where is it? Because I thought, oh, it needs a little bit of color. And I hope this pack has some. I might have already ripped it up. So this is, goes this way, 2024-2026 in color Glimmer. So let's see if it's in here. Oh no, it's not. I was looking for that pink. I cut it up already. So I gotta get another pack. Oh, this one has a full. This one's got looks like a 12 by 12. Let's see. Just shy. I think I'm short. I am short, but I got a trick for that. So we can live with that because you know why? I show you my trick. Which then means I will put it right there. Okay. So we're gonna take a 1/2 inch strip twice, 1/2 inch because it's short, and we're gonna take another 1/2 inch strip. I always 1/2 inch is enough. Okay. And this strip is going to go here. Now you'll see I'm short, but that's okay because we're going to use that. And this goes here. And I'm just going to, normally I use tear tape, but glue works just fine. I wanted to make this a double page, but we don't have time. And I can just put a little bit more in the middle. Although not necessary. Okay, so we're going to line this up right to the end. Okay, right to the edge. Like so. And I'm just going to give it a good tap to make sure I'm right to the edge, all the way around. That's my one piece. And then this butts up. So we're going to put this piece on the other end. Like so. So we'll add our adhesive there. So again, right, this was a scrap piece in my kit for those of you that are love to scrapbook. So this is very similar. Like take a card that I just made and blow it up into a scrapbook page. Okay, so again, we're just taking strips like we just did with the 3 cards. Run it. Oh, I gotta slide it up because I can see here. Slide this one down. Oh, this one slid. So I'm gonna pick that up. See, this is why liquid glue is amazing. Just adjust and go like so. Okay, and oops, wrong way. And then this piece fits right here. So we're gonna add the adhesive to that. Okay, so if you're into scrapbooking, this is a great way. So we just did similar paneling, but with cards, and now we're doing it with a scrapbook page. And I love this paper. It's just in bulk and big size. It's so cute. Okay, I'm just checking my edges. We are good. Now, this is going to be a problem, right? Not. Because what we're going to do, see, you can see it's short by like another 1/2 inch off the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it because we're going to put a photo mat here. So I can cut it at like, let's say 4 inches. And then we're just going to cover it with photo mat so no one would know that it's there. So I don't even need my second one. Well, I could put my second one on my second page because you could totally turn this into a double page. I just like to add a little bit of sparkle. And then like that. And you can do a ton. I don't have time, but you can stamp, which is amazing. That's the best part. And you don't have to go and buy all this fancy ephemera. So we're gonna make sure we're lined up there. So right about there. So I'm just using my ruler because I have that gap. And I don't want to stick my head in the way. Wee wee wee. Okay. Right to the end, right to the other end. Okay, so there's my gap. But no big deal, because like I said, we're covering it with a photo mat. Yeah. And there you go. So now you can take like 3 or 4 photo mats and add that to your page however you like. Now you can also add a journaling card. So very similar to what we did here with just the cards, except we're doing this. And then we have that sticker sheet. So amazing. So we can take these strips and put them onto a second page. Oh, so sad I don't have. I'm only saying we don't have time because I don't like to keep you here all night long. Because I totally can't. Then it becomes another retreat. That's why I'm called Nemi's Crafty Cafe, because I can craft all night. Pour me some coffee and we're going to give her for another 5, 6 hours. I tell ya, it's crazy. Okay, so I usually like to take a sheet of cardstock, and it doesn't matter what color it is, but I think I had a sheet of red sitting here calling my name. You could use Poppy Parade is the actual color. Yeah, red's a little bright. Let's see. Just a tad bright. So let's pull out Poppy Parade. I did pull out red and then I'm like, it might be too bright. And there you go. So, I like to do my mats. And so a standard photo is usually, whatchamacallit, is usually 4 by 6, right? And sometimes, that's a little big. So I usually like to cut mine down by like, let's say, ½ inch. But we'll do the 4. We'll do 4 1/4, sorry. And then I have a personal printer. So I usually like to do 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. So you get 4 by 3 because photos are 4 by 6. So now I have 2 photos that I can make into one. And then this can become a square. So now I have a I can stick a 4 by 4 photo on this one. And then I need a 4 by 6, but I don't really want 6. I'm going to go 5 1/2 by, let's see what that looks like, 4. Okay, so that will shrink a little. And then, so it could be too much. So that goes there. And then you can put another photo mat there. 2 more up here, like so. However you really want. And one of these can become your journaling cards. So don't worry about that. But see, now we covered that gap. And then you can easily take these stickers and add them. So this would be this. So I would probably turn one of these into my journaling cards. Just saying. And then I take my stickers and I'm going to add one down here, but I'm going to pop this up. Now, it's super sticky. So to keep it from going over top before I add my picture, I'm taking my embossing buddy and adding powder to it. So until it's no longer sticky. So now it's not sticky and I can move it around wherever I want. And this way, when I pop it up, I can still stick my photo underneath because I'm going to pop it up along this side until my photo is ready. So I'm going to take a dimensional, put it here, but I'm not peeling off that back. Okay, before we begin, we should probably glue these down where we know we want them because then it's going to be a problem. Now I can fit 4 Christmas photos on here. Sweet. So I'm going to glue this square one down. I love doing different shapes on my scrapbook page. So this one's going to go here. And when you have multiple parties, 4 photos from the party, 1 food, Um, some journaling. I still have tons of room to journal. Now we're covering that guy up. And again, where's my dimensional? I'm gonna pop this one up, but don't take that tape off because then now you have room to hide your picture underneath there. And then there, there. Oh, what I should show you too is the fun flaps. Did you know we have fun flaps thanks to Close to My Heart? I was so happy that they brought those because fun flaps are the one thing I use a lot of when I have tons of photos. But yet I don't want to add another page. Okay, so now that's up. So now I can add this guy and put that one there and that one there. And now my tree will sit there. Super duper cute. And then this one's another photo mat. 4 photos easily popping on there. Love it. Okay. Now we also have workshop kits. So if this is like way too much for you, I love our kits because our kits come with full instructions, cutting instructions, everything. Tells you exactly what to do. And I'm going to do one of those one day because I did buy one. So this is our snow days kit. So, and it comes with all the information. So I'm going to walk you through that. I was supposed to do that this weekend, but now I have to go to volleyball. So we're going to put that there. Again, that one I'm going to pop up. So we don't peel that one off. We just peel the other corners. And I always like to prop one in the middle so that when it's in my photo album, I should show you some of my pages, Stampin' Up pages, and we can plop that there. Then I also like to do fun things like little peekaboos and things like that on here. So see, this one's got a journaling card. What we could have did, I wonder if I still can. Let's see. Oh yeah, I totally can. Well, I was going to put it on the second page. Shoot. Come on. We can literally turn this one sideways, which means, which side? This one has the tape. So now I'm going to move that tape here. Protect that corner. And we'll go like this. And then I can take this journal strip and I gotta make this a little more narrow. Okay, let's peel this guy back. We're switching because I forgot that journal strip was there. So I'm gonna take this, go like this. There we go. And trim it down. Oh yeah. See? Switcheroo-doo-dah. Don't worry, I'm not wasting that other piece. That other piece is just gonna go on the second page. Oh, that didn't cut very well. There we go. That cut better. Okay. So there's my journaling card. And I can make notes on that one. So it can sit there. And then I can take my penguin, have him hanging out here with my tree. And then I can stamp a few of the presents and put that here as well. But we're pretty much running out of time. Okay, so that gives you a quick and easy scrapbook page. So I did 7 inches, 3.5, 1.5, and then just covered that. So it adds up to 12 no matter what. I've got a journaling card. I got tons of space in between here to add more bling. Like, look at that. There's this day bundle up. So I can take this here and put that there. And obviously I will have to stick a photo here of of the kids, obviously bundled up. And then I can even take a snowflake and add that right underneath to give it some bling. So you can see how we just keep going and going and going. It just never ends because it's snow fun. Um, yeah, I would probably go right there. So I'm gonna add my embossing powder so it's not so sticky. Put my dots there and my dot here and take that one off and put fun. And then this one's gonna be my food picture. Definitely, I always have to put food in there. Okay, quick and easy scrapbook page. It took a little bit, few more minutes, but love the stickers that come with it. There's so much. So you could even take all three of these, stripe them down a page, run memories right across on your instant. And then now you just add all those and it's beautiful. So that's a quick and easy scrapbook page for those of you that are scrapbookers instead of card makers. Um, and I hope you like it. So again, you could do 4 pages or 4 photos or 3 photos and one journaling or whatever your heart desires. And then add some more bling if you like. And just remember, if you do layer up, just make sure you leave that one backing on there so that you can still put your photo underneath. And then once your photo's there, then you can close that up. That's it. I'm covered in powder, but embossing buddy powder. So thank you for joining me tonight. So again, your kit will include these. It doesn't include the scrapbook page, but if you do buy the Snowy Days kit, then you can definitely, or the sticker sheet with the designer series paper. Here's a quick and easy scrapbook page that you can use with the stuff that's already in there. And um, that's a bonus for you. Then I'll be back again on Friday with another one with these bundles, and I hope you love them. So have a great evening, and we'll see you again soon. Happy stamping.